Raise it up, why? Raise it up. Raise it up, why? Raise it up. Hey, raise it up, why? Raise it up. Raise it up, why? Hey, raise it up. Hey, raise it up, why? Raise it up. Raise it up, why? Raise it up. North side, raise it up. South side, raise it up. East side, raise it up. West side, raise it up. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up, raise it up, raise it up. North side, raise it up. South side, raise it up. East side, raise it up. The west side, raise it up. Raise it up, 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 raise it up. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Soest. Poulet. Aunt. Hey loves. My name is Wyann Vaughn. I also go by Y. And this is another incredible episode of Raise It Up, Y, the podcast. We're coming at you the final Thursday of February 2023 in an episode called What About Your Friends? AKA, what about your friends? Yep, Los Angeles had something to say about that. Whenever you can hear them coming, it's always a small ride. Anyways, this is What About Your Friends Part 2. We have already had an episode called What About Your Friends, but there were some topics that were coming up as of late that sounded very reminiscent. This is what happens when you put on lip gloss right before you get started. But these topics were sounding very reminiscent of some things that we had talked about before. But that's the beautiful part about a podcast that deals with self-awareness and discovery and uncovering and exploration of self. The fact that at different times of your life, you can come back to a familiar topic and there will be new lessons to be had, new lessons to be learned. So I'm here with an amazing friend. And we will talk about what that means. This post-Valentine's Day friend I have here. We will talk about the importance of why my partner, TJ Wilkins, is here on a day where we're really discussing friendship. We'll get into that in just a second. For any one of you who might be new, because I have live on AMP loves now. We of course have the JBP loves, respect and love to you. We have Fast Auntie loves. We have loves from back in the day with the college where I used to work. We have loves from all the Love Tuesdays and the Love Lounges across social media. We have Clubhouse loves, Love Lounge After Dark loves. We got a whole bunch of loves. Okay, so Raise It Up Y is where OGs kick game to real ones only. Real ones being individuals who are authentic, who are people who are comfortable or learning how to be comfy with being themselves. They don't make their identity anyone else's responsibility. These are just individuals who can deal with learning how to live and love on their own. And then once you do that, you learn how to share it with other people. That's the kind of folks that we're talking about. When we say real ones, this jacket is cute. And if you are not on YouTube, you won't understand why. Every time I move, it sounds like I'm making a lot of noise because I am. Also, Raise It Up Y raises your self-awareness, your vibration, and your capacity for love, which is just knowledge. We are home to Luv Culture, a group of diverse, awesome individuals that seek to listen with love and respect. All conversations end and begin with love and respect. Anything that happens in the middle is just called life. These are also individuals who are sworn to do good for no good reason on and off social media. And these are individuals who are united by being grounded here in this podcast. All right. So I feel very happy that we have so many new folks that join us from all of these different apps. You'll hear about one of our more faithful loves in our hashtag HighY segment today. We also will be hearing some beautiful singing from this guy named TJ Wilkins, so be deciding what you want to sing for us. And a Douxadiddy, as well as we will be getting some time in a Get Raised, which is where I bring people onto the podcast to not only raise your vibration, but mine as well. But any of you who have been here, you know that we don't start any episode without grounding the episode. But before I ground you, I want to say thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing with us your non-refundable time and energy. And I also want to say, I invite you to close your eyes. And if you are driving, remember, this invitation is not for you. But anyone else with the capability, I invite you here now to close your eyes and be here with me. I want you to hear my voice, and I want you to feel your feet. Go ahead and wiggle your toes. Touch your nose. And you're only doing that to recognize that you're here. I want you to breathe a breath in, blow a breath out. Do that again in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just take a second to own this. The miracle that we call life. That you are breathing, you are winning just because you are living this life. By spending this time with my voice right now, you are investing into your betterment. And I want you to sit with that and feel proud, thankful for all of you. Let's go up. Let's go up. For all of my onlooking loves. Cat's out the bag, baby. I was none the wiser walking around in a mall in Southern Cali with my beautiful, lovely friend and partner right here. And we're having a real good conversation. We deep in conversation. And I'm walking past Forever 21. And I see Mount Westmore. I say, wait, what? Hold on. So I snap a picture and send it to DJ Pooh, the official DJ of Mount Westmore. And I say, am I tripping? Am I seeing this right? And I put the little two eyes, like the looking eyes. This man gonna put the looking eyes right back at me like, oh, word? I'm like, Negro, this is my outfit for the next episode. Oh, I'll get ready for the next episode. Hold up. We gonna rock it. You notice I take the low notes and TJ takes the high notes.
I'm just a good teammate. That's
it's all. Because my voice is deeper. Oh, now you want to put the mic. Now you want to put the mic up. Okay, keep watching. No, wait. And you gotta be good because she said she's gonna get us. But so onlooking loves, you are seeing my my bubble jacket representing the West. Hip hop still is turning 50 this year. I am still documenting my relationship with hip hop all over this podcast. The page of the podcast, Raise It Up Y, RAISEITUPWY on Instagram, as well as while we're talking here on this pod, I'm gonna make sure that I'm giving you a bit of my relationship with hip hop. All right. And it should be a good go at it. All my listening loves, thank you for your non-refundable time and energy as well. A listening love is a very special love for me because faith comes by hearing. So letting these words without distraction of visuals, not saying that visual onlookers aren't amazing. I do a visual podcast for a reason. I love the fact that I try to accommodate all different types of learners. But for the listening loves on Apple Podcasts or wherever you're listening from, this is a special relationship that we're having, all right? Because this voice and these positive words going into and with you are probably going to end up helping how you learn, live, and love in 2023. And I can't wait, especially this episode, because we're talking about what about your friends, all right? Friendship is a special relationship that I don't think a lot of people think of when it comes to Valentine's Day and Love Month and things like that. For any of you who are new here, I don't necessarily look at Black heritage in February, because this podcast is a hip hop podcast, which is Black heritage, and we do that all year round. So I just focus on love. You know what I'm saying? We can't help but be Black. It's our perspective. Ain't no other perspective to have. So while I love that we have our own focused month, we do that all year round over here. So, Abbott Kinney, what's the name of the show?
Abbott Elementary.
Abbott Elementary had an amazing episode that kind of spoke to that. One of the subplots in this latest episode that came out on Valentine's Day, it sort of spoke to the white instructor teaching Black history.
Oh, wow.
And a Black father having a challenge with that. And the principal went and sat in on it and was like, sat in on the class and just listened and learned very well, because the white teacher is a really good teacher. Yeah. And he doesn't, in the show, of course, he doesn't limit his teaching of Black heritage to February. He does it the entire year. And she ends up confronting him at the end, because he, kind of like a more depicting, of course, as a character, the more militant Black man. And you have a white instructor teaching my Black son about Black history. She's like, yes, because he's a good teacher.
Yeah.
Like, yes. And did you know that he does this all year round? And it's not just this month. I did not know that. She's like, well, you could know that if you tried to learn somebody without prejudging the prejudice, prejudging them by way of the fact that they don't look like you, but teach things about you. Listen, I already know you're holding on to
biting my tongue.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you get off on Patreon, so don't even trip. But you don't have to bite your tongue on this Douxadiddy. Let's have you sing something.
All right. Well, this is from a show that's coming out or coming back around in April, and from the show, the critically acclaimed and very, very popular, and just so happened to be a part of it, 44.
Yeah.
Directed and written by Mr. Eli Bowman.
We love you, Eli.
A song, yes, we do. We love you. And the song is entitled "Red States, Blue States."
Oh, that's my shit.
And it just says, "I grew up poor, but rich in love, and I found direction in the Lord above. And all of us, baby, we're America's story. Where a skinny kid with a funny name could rise to glory. Said it ain't no red states.
Sing to them.
It ain't no blue. There's only the United States. And that's me and you. Oh, there ain't no red states. There ain't no blue. There's only me, baby. And there's only you. There ain't no red states. There ain't no blue. There's only the United States. And that's me and you.
Yes. Yeah. I love that damn song. You guys will hear more about this at the end. Actually, we'll also plug the show. I asked for your Insta, which is at I am TJ Wilkins. I am TJ Wilkins. TJ WILKINS. I was gonna say something crazy right then, but no. There's only one TJ Wilkins.
Yes.
There's only one TJ Wilkins that I know, so we're gonna go ahead and just say that. But that's from your show that will be running again in April. We'll talk about that at the end. Cool, at the end. So I want you guys to just put in your head the show Obama 44 musical, no? On Insta? 44 Obama musical?
I think it's 44 Obama musical.
Net is looking currently.
Okay.
44 Obama?
I believe so. I believe it's 44 Obama musical.
Yeah. It's at 44 the number Obama musical, all spelled correctly. So we're just gonna give you that right now here in this Douxadiddy, but in the end of this episode, we will be making sure you all know what that is and why it's important in the pay your dues section.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Absolutely. So I thought you was gonna sing the Dwele song that you had sung at your show February 4th, 2020.
Okay.
What's that? What was that one?
That song is called My People. You want me to sing it?
Yeah, nigga. Okay. I mean, yes, please, sir. We're still in Douxadiddy. Yes,
we're still in Douxadiddy.
Yeah.
So that one says, if Papa could sing this song, he would speak of a time of picking lines. The day is long. Segregated history. But he would also speak of a people in love with unity. But just how can this be that 1963 seems much better? I've got me a new ride, but this time with insurance. But now gas is way too high. Prejudice still resides, and there's a new black man since 9/11, and it's right before our eyes. Ironically, I can't drive my new sedan without my new black friend. Sometimes it rains, but what is the sun without a rainy day? Sometimes I wish these rains will wash them rains away. But this man in power is rumored to have taken many jobs away from us. A young man finds family in a local gang, and it ain't all good. Sometimes I feel safer riding a 5-ton piece of metal in the air overlooking the hood. My brothers can't get out. The hood is on lockdown and cats is moving the keys. Yes, they are. Homicide. As if we don't lose enough from the battles going on overseas. Tonight my eyes will burn in prayer that we will learn to love our people. So let mama sing this song. There's never been a worse time to be living young and black. That may be a fact, but sometimes I feel the good outweighing the bad. And if I had the chance, I would wish this feeling for all my people. Oh, wow. Sorry.
Yeah. He performed that at his show. That shit was crazy. Yeah.
Still bring me to tears, man.
Man, listen. It's funny because I think about the last episode we did. And the last episode of this podcast, we had some of my friends. We talked about what about your friends today. Yeah. we had some of my friends on that episode, and they were all young black men from the hood, learning how to live as men. Men, not whatever some of the areas where hip hop was born would encourage you to believe you are.
Right.
You know? As men live free and decide what and who they are daily, I believe that certain individuals coming from what we call the hood, they're not even given the liberty of choice, you know, to know who or what they would like to become.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, if intrinsically, you know, all men are created equal and men have freedom of choice, when you start to look at what's happened in the hood and you think of black young men, brown young men who come from these resource scarce societies, does it breed what allows them to become a man in that realm, in the Declaration of Independence realm, in the, you know, we the people realm, you know what I'm trying to say, and let freedom ring realm. You understand me? It's just a thought. Especially it just came from you singing that last song. Yeah. People should have that freedom. And sometimes I don't feel like they do. Coming from the Anthony Hamilton, coming from where I'm from. You know what I mean?
Seriously.
Mind you, not like I'm not claiming that I'm from the hood. That was a direct quote from Anthony Hamilton. But because I never want people to think, I was telling somebody this, I was telling the Loves this on Love Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. I speak a lot for French voices that have felt disenfranchised. These are generally men. These are generally men from the hood. And I also have to make sure I make it known, while I speak on behalf of, I never speak for or in place of these gentlemen or these areas. Because I don't come from these areas, and because I am not a man, I think I have a zoomed out vision. I can see the forest, not get lost in the trees in some of this stuff. So with my bird's eye view, not being in it, but of it, understanding it and things, I'm able to provide a perspective that sometimes helps people if they're stuck in a hood mentality, a penitentiary mentality, or anything like that. It's like, wait, I have a choice? The book from our class, I never knew I had a choice. Like, wait, I don't have to, wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the types of things that I try to do on this podcast. And all of that just came from that last song, by the way. I wasn't anticipating to say any of this. This is all off script, by the way.
All right.
Yeah.
It happens like that sometimes.
I like that, though. A lot of the discussion for the rest of this pod is going to be about this dude and me. But as well, it's going to be about when you're in relationship, real love relationship with others and yourself, you have to recognize the what about your friends question. We as humans tend to treat ourselves in ways that our enemies wouldn't treat us, right? We have a hard time doing for others what we have yet to do for ourselves. So this conversation about what about your friends has resurfaced on the pod because it was a theme I was noticing in a bunch of conversations and love lounges across social media. And I said, Oh, I see what's going on here. I know what the next topic is gonna be. That's the beauty. Oh no, I saw the play easy. And speaking of love lounges, let's get into our high why, which came from Love Tuesdays. Love Tuesdays is, if you don't already know, oh, mind you, what Tita just did was called a Douxadiddy. That's where this podcast features original art, whether it's poetry, whether it's music, whether it's a song that's out, whether it's somebody singing Flatfoot right here on the pie. That's called a Douxadiddy. We are getting into right now the hashtag high why. Hashtag high why is where any of y'all loves DM me a question, at Raise It Up Y, to at Raise It Up Y, RAISEITUPWY. Sometimes y'all ask it in a discussion on Clubhouse, on AMP, on Instagram, and sometimes you all tweet it, whatever. This gentleman at Operation Elevation, we see you. I answered one of his questions in the very beginning of this pod too. So he's been a listener and a faithful love, like almost since the beginning. So Operation Elevation, you've been the bomb. Thank you for always tuning in. Absolutely. And his questions are always amazing. So Operation Elevation asks a question that deals with gentlemen. So I thought I would have you on here helping me answer him.
All
right. Hashtag high why comes from this last Love Tuesdays. Love Tuesdays is the love lounge discussion that happens on Instagram, 6:13 p.m. every Tuesday, almost every Tuesday, because this week is about to be a Monday, but almost every Tuesday, and we are over 2.5 years in on this thing. So if you ever need a sense of community, if you're listening love right now and you've never had a sense of community on social media, I am telling you, Love Lounges is where it's at. And if you ever get lost in love and want to find us, Tuesdays 6:13 p.m. follow the at Raise It Up Y page and you'll be able to get to it very easily. Operation Elevation asks, and I'm going to paraphrase it because I think he was typing fast and I want to make sure that I represent him well on the pod. How can a man, he asks, balance being open and showing vulnerability while being strong and not shutting off the world and not showing weakness when you're outside? That's a question right there.
Yeah.
Because I'm the answer is formulating in my head already. But he already talked about the word weakness. Weakness, appearing weak, seeming weak, bless you, baby. Seeming weak, appearing weak is 100% a man's vulnerability. So how do you do it? How do you balance it? Yup.
Just like that.
How do you balance it? When I move, you move. Oh, snap.
Wow.
That's outstanding. That's outstanding.
Wow.
Note the time. Yes.
Wow.
Hey, that's crazy.
That was
we just had a power outage, y'all. That shit was cool.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, I'm excited. Something dope's gonna happen.
There's always something magical. You know, the night is already like taking, its turn.
Yeah, it did take its turn.
You just gotta go with it.
Yeah. The question, Operation Elevation asks, how can a man balance being open and showing vulnerability while being strong and not shutting off the world and not showing weakness when you're outside?
Well, the first thing that came to mind was showing vulnerability is being strong. And I say that because it takes a very strong individual to open themselves up and show that they don't have it all together, or show that they're still figuring it out,
right?
And then still figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just I think what gets put on us is and rightly so. I think even Kendrick talked about this in Father Time.
Yeah.
And how you're not supposed to show your emotions, or you're not supposed to be affected, but because that we all get taught that, and it's like you gotta be tough, but not realizing the toughness is in acknowledging, or like we talk about all the time. One of the things that Latif Coyote, shout out to Latif Coyote, who is an incredible boxer and my trainer, and during training, there are many times where I just was vulnerable as hell because I'm tired. Like, you punching, you fighting, literally. And that's how it is with life. And you want to stop. And he's like, and I try to power through because it's like, I can't be weak. And he's like, no, honor your pain.
Ooh.
Like, honor your pain.
Honor your pain. Hey, now I got to drop in what Andre said. Shouts out to Andre Mego. Yeah. Andre Mego said this last night during one of the Love Lounges on AMP, actually. He was quoting a book. Ooh, I don't want to say the book wrong. That's why I'm just going to give the credit to Andre. Andre, clip this up and you can put the correct correct book. But pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional.
Whew. That's...
Pain is life. It's a part of life. It's a human emotion that is like a check engine light that comes on to let you know, hey, whatever you were just doing, stop that shit. This isn't gonna work, huh? Fill in the blank, however you need to fill it. But hey, hello, need your attention. That's what I feel. No, that's what I know that pain actually is. Acknowledging and accepting the pain is human. Now, suffering, on the other hand, that you can suffer as long as you would like.
Right. That's really up to you.
It's 100% up to you.
Yeah.
I believe that the suffering is up to you, because you can. Oh, this was another thing Andre said, but I can't remember it exactly, so I'm gonna paraphrase it. In suffering, it's almost like false perceptions of pain that appear real, because basically you're in your head about what you think. It's like the anticipation of pain. I think that's what he said.
Okay.
I believe that's what he said. But it's like the anticipation of pain. And because you're anticipating it, it means it's in the future. No future is certain.
Right.
So you don't even know if the thing you're scared of, it's all fear, right?
Yeah.
You don't even know if the thing that you're scared of is actual.
Yeah. You have no way of knowing.
Suffering.
You have no way. Yeah, man. Agony. That's agony, man.
Big time. Big time.
There's, I mean, and I get, that question, because there is a bit of, again, like you just said, the anticipation of something. So when you're vulnerable, you don't know, what you're gonna do. You don't know how you're gonna react until you're in that moment. So, to try to ward off whatever, we think about all the things that could happen. Yeah. And then we go, no, I ain't gonna show that. I ain't gonna, cause I can't look weak. I can't, I ain't gonna look weak. Notice, I never said I am weak.
Never.
I don't want to look weak, and truthfully, being vulnerable literally is the strongest thing you can do, because it means that you have embraced whatever that thing is that you're scared of. Yeah. And rather than run from it, you run through that motherfucker. Like, you run to it, and you embrace it, and you own it, as a man. And that's the ultimate sign of strength, That's why so many people, that would be in other situations would be scared to be an individual or to just be themselves. But then you have those same people that embrace. Like, look, yeah, man, like I'm black, and I'm a nerd, or like I'm black.
Right.
And you know what? Hey, I'm a gangster. Like, and I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? And like, whatever that is, whatever that thing is, or I'm black. I'm a black man and I'm hurting right now. I'm owning that. I'm
a black man and I feel scared to be black in America right now. I've seen that.
That's it takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of balls to do that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if that's a balance thing.
Yeah.
I just think it's more.
That's what I was wondering. While you were answering, I'm like, so how can a man rather balance being open? Oh, okay. Let me do that. Because once you say how, I don't know, the therapist in me thinks of a process. I don't think that there's an answer. It's more like it's a processing of, that is the answer rather. It's a process of something. So that's what I think the answer to how questions. How do I solve this problem? I'm going to start breaking down the formula.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The process sort of a thing. How can a man balance being open and showing vulnerability while not shutting off the world or showing weakness when you're outside? Ooh. How? One, this is Wyann on the fly right now, thinking it up, right? One, get comfy with your reality.
Yeah.
With the real you. The therapist in me is telling you, if you don't already have a Raise It Up Why journal, honesty journal, idea journal, Operation Elevation, hit me. I'll send you one. That's how, because he always sends me amazing questions. I will send you one if you remind me, because I'm great for ideas, and then sometimes I don't remember I said them. Sometimes I don't follow through. I just don't remember I said the shit. You understand me? So, Operation Elevation, idea journal, you, me, DMs at Raise It Up Why. Once you hear this, and I'll make sure to do that. That's number one. Meaning, writing down your frivolous thoughts daily, not when you think it's important. Daily, not every time there is a crisis. Daily. Now, mind you, daily, I would hope could be like maybe sometime in the morning, maybe sometime at night. If you want to, what they say that dreams are, one theory of dreams is that it's your brain processing everything it's been through in the day. So imagine you needed to remember a number at your job because you were going to be ordering that many of those things. So 347. All right, cool. You go to dream and it might be an address in your dream, 347. Yeah. That's like the processing. You have the psychology degree. I don't know what it's called actually. That phenomenon. That's Onet behind. That's Easy Masil behind the thing. I don't know what that phenomenon is called right now, but it's just one theory of dreaming. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know whose it is either. But the point is, by journaling daily, your pen will reveal certain truths about you that you may not even realize you're housing. That's the point of doing it daily. It's almost like I tell parents when I teach parent education courses, you're teaching your child most when you're not teaching your child. Hey, don't smoke. Hey, go turn the TV on. You're showing them it's okay to smoke. Fuck what you're saying.
Right. Fuck what you doing.
You're teaching them something. Yeah. You're also teaching them to be inconsistent, by the way. Can we keep it a stack? You're also teaching them that. So, once again, Operation Elevation and any of you other loves that this might be helping, how can a man balance this? One, you have to get comfy with knowing what is your truth, what is really you. I say learn what's really you because, two, learn to differentiate what's really you from perceived weakness.
Yeah.
I think those are two separate things.
Yeah.
For every man. Would you speak to that?
Oh, well, yeah, no. I totally agree that those are two different things, because the perceived weakness often is what we, or as Don Miguel Ruiz calls like our judge, right? The judge is that upbringing that's kind of like been imparted in us, right?
Yeah.
About, what weakness looks like. And so when you get into a moment like that, like, and I'm just speaking from literally having gone through that shit recently.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was admitting out loud that I was upset, that I was disappointed,
that you felt upset.
Yeah,
that you
right.
Felt
that I
disappointed.
I felt upset, that I felt disappointed, that I felt fucking sad.
Yeah.
And as I'm processing all of that shit aloud, I could hear the judge being like, my inner judge being like, oh, you being weak right now, motherfucker, like, stop that. Like, and it was a moment where it was like,
Yeah.
And then the beauty of having friends, we talk about friends, people that actually really love you and really care about you. A really very close personal friend of mine said, hey, fuck that right now. Tell your judge, hey, respectfully,
yeah,
tell the judge to suck my dick.
I did say that.
She did say that.
It was me. I was the friend.
She was the friend.
Fourth wall broke.
Yeah. Fourth wall, no, but for real. But that was like, immediately, like, it just, something snapped, and it was like, yeah, nigga, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, I can still feel all the shit that I'm feeling, and at the same time be strong knowing that I actually know what's going on and it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
This is just how I feel right now in this moment. And I'm still strong.
Yeah.
The same friend affirmed that, and it was like, man, taking everything in stride. Like,
yeah.
So that perception oftentimes is what we battle against.
Yep.
And it oftentimes comes from within first, because it's something that we've learned, but then also when it doesn't, or rather, excuse me, it comes from within, but then what ends up happening is it gets like reinforced by our environment,
Yes.
So because a lot of times, and I hope I'm not like rambling, but a lot of times what happens is you have other people who are in that same mindset. They don't really know they don't know what the fuck strength looks like for themselves, trying to tell you what it should look like, and they're not doing the same thing. So it's like, what do they say? The blind leading the blind. You know what I'm saying?
And you got to think, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
Yeah.
It ain't even a nigga that's regularly functioning.
Yeah.
The one-eyed man is the king in the land of the blind. Yeah. So if we was having that funny moment the other day talking about the In Living Color sketch, Farrah Convict.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where he almost got the sense.
Yeah, man.
And then it just be a little, you be like, wait, what?
Well,
Party over, oops. No. But
they can smell it fine.
No, and so another how TJ is talking about, I hope everyone caught when TJ was saying, I was upset, I was sad, and I had to help, even in this moment, reframe all of those things. I felt upset, I felt sad. You don't have to be your emotions. You don't have to be them. And I think for a lot of men, experiencing their emotions is so foreign, and acknowledging them as feelings. I'll distinguish that in the Wyann's words of wisdom a little later. But acknowledging that they have those feelings, that's like suicide. It's like, machismo suicide. And if I've never distinguished myself from my ego, if I've never as a lady as well, ladies don't tune out, as a lady as well, if you have never distinguished yourself from your ego, All of my people who identify differently than gentleman or man, don't tune out now. Don't tune out now. If you haven't identified yourself different from your ego, a lot of what you do, gentleman love, lady love, non-binary love, I don't give a fuck how you identify your gender love. All of my loves, I have loves from all walks of life. So listen when I talk. Each of those things, bro, is 100% happening to you if you're not recognizing that you are not your ego. Yourself, the God version part, the higher elevated enlightened version of yourself within your own body is not trapped within your ego. But if you haven't taken a moment, like I'm saying, journaling every day ends up revealing you to you accidentally and beautifully. It helps you learn. Let me see. It helps you learn who you are. That's me too. And helping you look. Listen, I ain't gonna let my nigga go out like a no chump, no sucker. If you were not an onlooking love, that did nothing for you. So don't worry about why that just happened. Why I said that. No, but the idea is, how do you balance it? You have to recognize yourself versus your ego, because your ego is the protector of yourself. Right. The ego is the self-defense rich survival kit part of the psyche that's going to try to hone in, harness everything, and keep you at homeostasis. It's going to try to keep you at balance. Check this out. Didn't I just go to Doc Thomas? I'm going to shout out our chiropractor later, so it's so weird that I'm actually shouting him out now. Hi, Doc Thomas. The thing is this, and LA Flex training, I'll shout them out later. But remember he was talking, he said, oh, your back is hurting. He said, well, we have like a perfect alignment. And then let's say you type here. So look at how I've been talking the whole time.
I see.
Right? So if I do like this, I know this is not as aesthetically appeasing for all my onlooking loves. However, holding the mic like this allows me to sit up correct. Look, I see you already sitting up. Look, he started doing his posture right. So the process, Operation Elevation, and all my other loves who are listening and onlooking, the process by which you start to learn yourself is that you reveal yourself unto you in small, thoughtless gestures every single day. The person that's gained weight that they don't know how to account for, you probably didn't start eating 6 pounds of chocolate cake daily. That's too drastic of a change. But I bet you $20, something in your life became less sweet. You may have lost a job, lost a love, lost something. And to self-soothe, I bet you $28 that you started packing on a little more sugar. Oh, yeah. That's not even, like, that's a real thing.
That cake.
It's a real thing. Have you heard that theory?
I haven't heard that theory, but it doesn't surprise me.
From the Wayne Dyer, Louise Hay world or whatever. Oh, if anyone remembers this woman's name, it would be a Wendy call, but I just don't feel like making the call. She's an OBGYN, but also like Abraham Hicks, like energy person and stuff. The idea being, one of the reasons that we put more sugar than we actually need in our diets is because it's our physiological way to address a psychological or a social deficit of sweetness in our lives. Wow. And she said, start paying more attention. If you don't feel happy, if you don't feel joy and sweet, honey and beauty in your life, you'll start to learn the spaces and the places where you reach for something sweet. I said, that shit is dope.
That's pretty dope.
It's very dope. I started doing that, and I took myself off of creamers and sugars in my coffees within 3 months during the pandemic, during 2020, when a lot of shit wasn't sweet, by the way. Hello? In 2020, I took myself off of sugar just to replace it with honey now because it helps hydrate me.
It's medicinal.
It's medicinal, right? Yeah. When you start getting eczema in your eyelashes, y'all can holler. I'm 40. But yeah, so the thing is this, Operation Elevation. How you do it, reveal yourself to yourself daily, journal, distinguish who you are versus who your ego is attempting to kind of stuff you into a corner and keep you as.
Yeah.
Because as a man thinketh, therefore he is. Mm-hmm. But the problem is, what happens when the man thinks the new thought? The ego says, hold on, nigga. That ain't what we... Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to... Wait. You want to elevate. I kind of like it right where we at right here. Right. Oh, you want to go and be a one-woman man? Nigga, I thought we was out here fucking these hoes. Why you messing up a good thing? Hold on. And all while you're trying to go to the new space and the new place in your life, the ego is sitting there not only judging how you change rather replace change with evolve or mature. So here you're maturing. I can't stand the mature. But I'm a mature yo ass today. Understand me. Talk it while I talk it. But anyways, I'm a mature you. You mature, you evolve. And the next thing you know, your ego says, I don't like this. So let me start critiquing how you're doing it. Yeah. There go your judge. Let me start critiquing how you're doing it. And imagine a hard day happens. And instead of being the one woman man that you were trying to be, that you told yourself you wanted to be, you start flirting with another woman at the bar. And now your ego is gonna say, see, nigga, told you couldn't do it. Come on, might as well fuck her. We done flirted with her. Yeah. And it's gonna start to try to take you down until it stuffs you back in that corner. Yeah, see, nigga, that's who you are. You ain't never been nothing but this. See, nigga? And it's like, well, damn, is this nigga my friend?
No.
He's not, huh?
No, he's a part of you, but he's not your friend.
The ego is not your amigo. No. We had a whole episode called exactly that.
The ego is a necessary piece of you, but to think that he is your friend that has your best interest, and you just said he's protecting, so he'll even protect himself.
Woo! The ego is protecting. Yeah. He will even protect his own existence.
His own existence, rather than protect you.
Trying to evolve.
Yeah, because
I like this shit.
He doesn't. Well, just we be talking shit that we live, man. Like speaking on that kind of shit, and like, yo, the ego. When the ego is being forced out of its comfort zone, mm-hmm. which generally is a place where he has to work, or he's got to be humble. He's got to learn.
Yeah.
The reason why some dudes, including myself, were running from being a one-woman man was because it was something that we didn't, that the ego and I, because it was the both of us,
got it,
didn't think that we would be good at. And he was more so like, man, we fucked it up, So, this is what we know. You can go holla at this one, don't get too close, just be close enough. Then once that's done, you already know what's gonna happen. She gonna be mad. Like it was the playbook. It was like,
that's so interesting.
It's real.
So wait, say the playbook. What was the playbook?
So the playbook would be, you meet a woman, and I'm only speaking for me. I won't speak for nobody else.
Respect.
But I'd meet a woman. We'd hit it off. I know what to say.
Yeah.
I know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was genuine. Like, it wasn't, I wasn't on no, funny duddy shit. Like, I really did like the woman, right? But then I would see, like, oh, damn, she wants to be more than just friends or friends with benefits or, whatever, sneaky link, whatever the fuck you want to call it. okay, how do I get out of this?
Damn.
Hey, all right, look, man, I work a lot. And
Any excuse.
Any excuse, man. Oh, I got bad credit.
That's a fucking lie.
Which I don't have bad credit.
That's a lie.
And no, I'm not co-signing for none of you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But no, or like whatever, like, oh man, I mean, and people, you'll be surprised, like the shit that people come with, and I'm not poking fun, but I'm literally saying what I've heard other people say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was abused, physically and sexually, so that's why I can't go there with you, or
I have abandonment issues.
I was just about to say that. Oh, my dad or my mom wasn't around, so I don't get. And it's like, yeah, while that all might be true, like, don't let that shit be, scare you from something greater than yourself. You gotta, that ego gotta take a back seat, because the ego knows everything. The ego is the motherfucker you can't tell shit to, because he got all the answers. And when you run in that same fucking play of, all right, I'm only go so far. All right, hey, now it's time to go. I can't do this. Whatever, find all the excuses. Then it's on to the next one. Same shit.
Play.
Same fucking play.
Same play.
The only difference is it's a different experience. The way that, woman A might react to be totally different from woman B. But you still run the play, like, and you just figure out, you tailor it to like, okay, she might do this or whatever.
You ready for this on that?
And then
So you ran the run-of-the-mill play on me?
I tried it.
Did you?
I did.
How?
Shit, man. I self-sabotaged. Because everything...
That was your way of getting out of it. You tried to do all the other stuff. Got it. Okay.
And the thing was, like, with you, number one, you was, like... very different from any woman that I had ever dealt with, because you had...
Okay, we going into a get raised. Yeah, this might as well. This is all the get raised right here, because these are parts of the things I was going to ask you. Okay, Operation Elevation. I hope you got your answer and all that good stuff. No. But this get raised, which is where we're talking about how people raise us, you raising my vibration as well as everyone else's. This is the more didactic, by way of you sharing your experience, part of the pod. So you're already doing it right here. We kind of got done answering baby.
Oh yeah.
Here go the thing. I asked rather. So did you run the same game, the run of the mill play that you use on all your women's on me? Your answer was you tried.
I did.
And I said, okay, well then what was your out? I don't think I ever said that, but that was my implied question. And you answered it before I could ask it, because you said, I self-sabotaged. Yeah. So I didn't have the, I got abandonment issues, or I work too much, or, but well, hold on, break fourth wall. Definitely you started this relationship before it was even a relationship,
right? And
you said, yeah, I'm not really looking for I'm not looking to be no boyfriend, you know what I mean? I'm not really looking for nothing like that. I was like, okay, thanks for that.
She definitely said that. And I was already like, shook. It was like, nigga, what?
Why? Wait. What happens when you usually say that? Mind you, we're going to get back to the self-sabotage piece in a second.
What
happens usually when you say that?
Well, it'd be like this. Well, okay, but I need you to know, like, I'm dating with intentions. All right.
Who says that? Old bitches?
No.
MFTs?
Oh, shots fired. But no, not even. It was young women that would be saying that. Like, women, like, seriously. Like, well, I need you to be intentional and whoop-de-whoop. And I'm like, I'm telling you my intentions.
Yeah, I'm a fuck.
Yeah, and we're going to be cool.
And it's going to be good.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna take you to about 2-3 restaurants.
Yeah.
Not restaurants.
Yeah.
Restaurants. I'm gonna take you.
I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna show you a good time.
Maybe for a good time, not a
Not a
long
long
time.
time. Definitely not a long time. Cause see.
That's what I get.
Yeah. But I would, because and so the thing would be like, okay, well, we'll play it by ear, like it was. And what happened is, a lot of women, whether they said this or not,
right.
What it ended up becoming is, well, I'm gonna be the one to change that. That was the action.
Why do you ladies think you can change a man?
Ego.
Damn.
Ladies got egos too. Oh no, I see. Oh, this is a hip hop.
Cause girls got ego too.
Man, this is a hip hop podcast.
Cause girls got ego too. Keep it playing, baby. No, we got egos. I say we. I got ego in a different way, but for sure I have ego. For sure.
I'm trying to keep it PC, but
no. Let off.
But like
it's hip hop. No diet hip hop.
Women that have that, you're right. No diet hip hop. So a lot of women that have that issue, they be thinking, well, like ain't nobody gonna be a ride or die for this nigga like I am, or shit, I know my pussy is the best, or whatever, whatever they think. And it's like, nah, that's not keeping that dude, like, or it's not gonna keep me. I won't.
You know what? I give my nigga head every single day before he go to work. Yeah. So that's the problem, ladies. Y'all not sucking your nigga off the way.
And then it's like, yeah, but you don't even do it right. Because old girl up the street hooks it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's what I get. I done put all sorts of lip gloss on my white shirt.
Yeah. But that's, that would always be the resistance piece that I would get met with. It's like, okay, yeah, I hear you, but I ain't listening to shit you saying.
Right.
So
do you think you weren't listening because you didn't respect these women?
No.
Why do you think
they wasn't listening to me? That's what I'm saying. No, I'm speaking as those women.
Got it.
Like I hear you saying, like, you're not trying to be, in a I never switched up in terms
so
of
what changed with us? Now I'm trying to see. Wait, I'm figuring it out. Hold on, because you completely said all of these same things to me.
Yeah.
What did I do? Look, now I can't remember Operation Elevation.
All right.
What did I do? What did I do?
Going here.
What did I do?
You saw me. And you asked me a very pertinent question that no woman had ever asked me before, and I didn't know how to fucking answer it, and I was speechless, and I was like shook. And this was well into.
I was about to say this wasn't in the beginning.
It wasn't in the beginning.
This is 2.5 years in.
But also,
2 years in.
So that signaled the real change. But there were a few other things that happened. That was kind of like the cap.
Okay.
One of the things that you did was with your actions, like you showed me, like, oh, okay, cool, like, which was already weird for me because I'm like, oh nigga, the fucking other shoe's about to drop. Like I know it, because again, in my experience, woman A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to what? Z. It was always, I would say that and be like, and then like, a few, maybe a month or two go by. So what are we? Or, so don't you think?
What are, real quick, ladies, so what are we is one of the most awful questions you can ask a man.
Yikes.
I don't know any man that hears, so what are we, and starts to ponder a future with you. He starts to ponder an exit plan, or, well, no, that's an exit. I was going to say, or how to end even the conversation, or, no, it's an exit, though. It's an exit, yeah. It's an exit. So, yeah.
For sure.
The so what are we is a bad question, ladies. To remedy that, if it feels like a waste of time, then dead it. Yeah. Dead it on your own. And when I say dead it, it doesn't have to be, you know what? I just wanted to have this talk because it feels like you're wasting my time. So I think I have to go. It's not even that. It's not even that. When I say dead it, go where you're being fed. And if it's not with him, stop putting yourself in a corner. You're dating yourself. You've put yourself in a relationship next to the nigga that happens to be fucking you. He didn't ask for it. He's not looking for it. So don't create a period where this nigga has never put a comma. You're not in his picture nor his sentence. If it hasn't been overtly stated, tell me where I'm wrong at. When you hear me, when you hear me go wrong.
You're not wrong, because I don't know what other men say. I'm not in the habit of getting in other people's business. I can only speak for myself. And if anybody else out there or listening or watching has experienced this, they know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Where you literally, some women will always say, communicate with me. Tell me the truth. All right, cool. I'm not looking for a relationship. I think you're beautiful. I think you're sexy. I think we could have a lot of fun together. And I think we could really enjoy each other's company, but I'm not looking for a relationship. Okay, I hear that. I respect that. And then that shit happens 3 months in, and it's like, so, or in one case, it wasn't even a month in, and this girl was like, you ain't coming to my birthday dinner? Like, it was mad. I'm like, yo, I'm not even.
Hey, and fuck you, bitch. I know who you are.
I'm not your.
I'm back. My bad.
I am not your man. Like,
no diet hip hop.
I ain't even hit yet. Like, already? You know what I'm saying? Which was odd. I mean, I did later, but.
Right. Exactly. Just saying.
But it just shit like that. So, you meet a woman like yourself, right? Who you say that to, she doesn't even flinch. She's like, okay. Because what the man doesn't know is, nigga, I'm in the same boat. Like, which is like, you know what I mean? But then that was the first thing. Then the other thing, and I told you about this when I was, I heard Chad Ochocinco Johnson
just
talk
recent.
about, recently. Mm-hmm. And this is something else that you said to me, something else I experienced with you. You were the first woman that ever made it painstakingly clear that you didn't need me.
For shit.
For anything. For shit. And
not for validation, not to pay a fucking thing ever. I got a dad. I have brothers. I have mentors. I have friends. I have family. I have a whole ecosystem that doesn't require you as a battery pack to fuel shit.
And a whole slew of niggas that would love to be in that position.
I had a roster.
That. Yes.
A starting 5 team. That's on period, is what Onette is saying back there. Yes. That's on period. But continue.
Respect. But that was so, I guess, jarring to hear, because it was like, damn, wow. Okay. Like, it was like intriguing, but like scary at the same time. Because it's like, wait, she don't need me. Okay, well, shit. All right. I guess I'll just be good for what I'm good for, Mind
you, he's still answering what made this different. And so that was a second thing. It got capped off by the question.
It got capped off by the question because you saw a nigga and had been seeing a nigga. And, there were just a few other conversations that we had I won't get into just because of the matter of time. But there were a few conversations in which you made it very obvious that you saw me and I wasn't even seeing me. And then that last question you asked, right before it was like, oh, fuck, okay, this is different. And mind you, I just looked up and was like, damn, I'm kind of in a relationship, because we were spending all our time together. Like, it happened naturally. Like that. It was natural. It wasn't like,
Like we're saying, this is 2 years, over 2 years of knowing each other and being in.
Yeah. And it wasn't like either one of us came with a checklist like, okay, so what you get, oh, all right, so this is what I think. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that. And when you told me, when you asked me, hey, do you know you're valuable? Man, that shit, for as long as I live, I'll never forget that. Because nobody, especially no woman,
right,
that I was interested in romantically or who was interested in me romantically, ever asked me that shit. And it had nothing to do with like monetary value or no, it was just like, hey, do you know you're valuable? Fuck that other shit. Do you know? And man, I couldn't answer. I was like, I can't answer that. I don't know. And that let me know like, oh nigga, this is different. And it literally was like the catalyst for what would become about a 2-year transformation.
True.
And it was crazy because like so much, like from that moment on, so many lessons, you know, started to happen as I kind of was like, fuck this relationship, my ego, I'm scared. I feel scared. I do, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Right.
And I don't got no playbook for this.
Right.
So rather, we ain't got no playbook for this, bro. This is my ego talking to me. So
yeah. Well, no, let me join in on that. Let me join in on the idea that we don't have no playbook for this. And I'm speaking about this because one of the biggest things I wanted to do in this episode, especially with TJ, was talk about a Valentine's Day topic that hardly I ever see, which is how much friendship matters in what Michelle Obama's new book, The Light We Carry, would call partnering well. You want to make sure the chapter before that, I think it's chapter 5, if I'm not mistaken, is called The Kitchen Table. And she talks about and stresses the importance of lifelong friendships, having different friends, people that you bring to your kitchen table where you let it all hang out, where you, Operation Elevation, get vulnerable.
Yeah.
If you don't have a lot of practice getting vulnerable, though, you'll think you're being honest and real, and you won't even realize that you're faking it. I think of Yo-Yo coming to the hip hop forum at where I used to work, and my sister Yo-Yo, West Coast Spitter, hello, love you, sister. She was talking about an exercise in acting class when she was Kilo Low on Martin. She was Shanae's homegirl on Martin, and her acting instructor would tell her, yo, I wanna know what you experienced when you did this one exercise. And she explained what the exercise was. It was getting in a cold shower. It was getting in a cold shower. And Yoey talks about coming back to the class and continuously telling the teacher, "Ooh, and it was like this, and it was like that." And the instructor just saw through it. And he was like, there's going to be a day when you really get this, and you're going to do amazing work after that. So Yoey takes it seriously one day. And mind you, I plan to have her on this pod, so I'll let her tell her own stories. But she says she went to go get into the ice cold shower. And she went to go get into it and couldn't do it. It was just like, no. But it was a real thing. So the next class, when she acted out getting into an ice cold shower, she had muscle memory from what she actually did, not faking it, the real thing. And the instructor 100% knew she was telling the truth. Now, mind you, there are some other people who might have gotten in, athletes do it all the time, get in ice cold showers and stuff like that. Ice baths and things. So, like, people's truths look different on each person. So that's why I say, when you're looking at what your truth might look like, I'm going to say it's different. There was no playbook for how this relationship was going to go. I told God in 2017, I was ready to have a man. I felt embarrassed at even wanting to write that down, so I didn't for a day. I told you about this, right? On my vision board.
Yes, you did tell me about this.
In July 30th to July 31st, 2017. I didn't write it down because I felt embarrassed that I was admitting I wanted a man.
Yeah.
We already knew each other, but in 2017, it was a more touch and go relationship between the two of us.
Definitely.
So when I said I wanted a man, I had no clue you was the nigga. You did not either. Yeah, I know.
No, but I'm glad I was.
MFT. I would never let him live that down. MSW for life, biatch. But anyways, yeah. Respect to the idea of you, though. West, y'all. And it don't stop. West, y'all. And you don't quit. So, no, the vibe is this. I love you, too. The vibe is this. Because there was no blueprint for this, I told God before I knew he was the guy, the next relationship, the one that I take seriously, I'm going to be so heavily wrapped in our relationship that I am going to know the only reason he's able to get to me is because he is going through you. I will only remain engaged in the relationship if I can feel you there. And wherever you go, even if it leads me away from the person that I think is my person, wherever you go, I am going to be aligned with you. And that's on that. That's it on that. You understand? And there was no two ways about it. This is what I told God in 2017. The year 2018, we were becoming so close effortlessly. I didn't say shit. He didn't say shit. We just were kind of living and being. Side note, sometimes ladies and gentlemen, all of the checklisting that you think you're doing and people being like, but I ain't got time. I'm in my 30s. Nigga, I was 36. I was 36 at the time dating someone who hadn't hit 30 yet. No way was this supposed to be the way it went. No way. Yeah. But this was when it ended up happening. So I stayed the course until at the end of 2018, we hit this little hiccup. It got to this point, and my ego took a hit behind self-sabotage actions on you, and I consulted God. First time in a relationship. I went and I consulted God. I was like, oh yeah, so we leaving this nigga, huh, God? This is the gang member Wyann talking. So I'm like, yeah, so we leaving this nigga, huh, God? God was like, I didn't give you any directions. Yeah. Sit, stay, invest. I'm like, invest fast? Invest? You want me to invest? Like, invest what? Invest what? You want me to give him money? Like, what do you... Invest. Stay. Sit. What did your acting coach tell you, Robin? Sit with the uncomfortable.
Sit in the discomfort.
Sit in the discomfort. That came 2019 for you.
That was 2019. Like
top.
All of 2019. Top of 2019 for sure, but
I do see
it came back up at the end of 2019.
Yeah.
At the end of 2019, and that was because Margie reinforced it when I went to her class, and it was just like she's like,
nope,
not yet, not yet.
Yeah,
it's like not yet.
No. Yeah. Listen, hey, sitting with the discomfort or Going back and consulting God before I could make a move has been the most valuable thing in my life, not just in this relationship, but I think it also goes back to the topic of the pod. This is what friendship looks like. Having a real relationship with someone, an entity like God, oneself, your partner, your mate, the job, trusting the journey. Supreme evidence of your faith and trust in the divine looks like rest.
Yeah.
Differently stated, if you want to show that you really think you that nigga, that bitch, if you think you that devout believer, if you whatever you think you are, the biggest evidence of it relies in your peace. It lies, not realize. It lies in your peace more than in your action. What do you look like at peace? Because in your peace, you're trusting the process.
Right.
However and whatever that looks like. You're trusting the process. And a lot of us, our egos get what my salsa instructors call happy feet. When I didn't know how to follow when a man was leading me in salsa dancing. I didn't know how to follow because I had just seen the whole dance performed perfectly by the instructors. Right. So because I knew which moves were coming next, my feet would anticipate the rush. It's like in football going off sides.
Right.
Or having a false start. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So because I'm anticipating the rush, I'm doing moves that the partner I'm dancing with didn't lead. And because of that, I don't care even if he's off beat. If he's leading me and I'm a 13-year vet in salsetta-ness. Wait, it's 20, what year is this?
2023.
15-year vet, excuse me, played myself, attempted to. I'm a 15-year salsetta. If I don't look like I'm offbeat, dancing with a leader who happens to be offbeat, I'm not following. Right. All those 15 years don't mean shit at this point. In this moment with this man, I'm not following. That's where God kept coming back in with you and me. And it's where I had to keep letting go of my own ego. So both of our egos were being tested is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? With you and me. And I believe it made us better friends.
Yes, it did. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Because, yeah.
Don't you think?
I 1000% think so.
I think about what we were talking about in the Love Lounge on AMP last night. And we ended up talking about why don't people go all the way for love? Every answer that kept coming back had to do with fear.
Yeah. Because in that case, fear is stronger than love. You know, where it should be the other way around. But again, if you ask me, it's all ego driven because we don't want to look stupid.
Yeah.
We don't want to.
Yeah,
we don't want to give our heart to someone, a man or woman or whomever, and lay it all out there. And then get played, get betrayed, or shit, in some cases, just rejected.
Yeah.
You know? So rather than, I'm gonna only give you so much, so in that way, you know, I let you know I'm interested, I want to be there with you, but at the same time, if it gets too heavy, if it gets too out of control, then we can just, you know, we can just stop. Or like, what I also used to do, I just used to ghost.
Ghosting is very new age. It's younger people's way of dealing with humans and humanity and real conversations and real emotions and real feelings and real things. Ghosting feels so immature.
Yeah, I had another word, but
What?
it was just, that shit is stupid. It's stupid. and it's ugly.
I say immature because sometimes when people ghost, it's like, imagine you just forgot, like on some dumb shit. You just forgot that you double booked yourself. You went to the other thing. You go back to your phone and you look at it and you're like, did I literally not meet her? Did I literally not show up for fill in the blank thing?
Yeah.
The mature, the evolved thing, just owning your shit, bro. You see something that you did, and this is in friendships. I'm not talking about romantic relationships at the fuck all right now. In actual friendships, oh shit, hey, I just realized I didn't respond to you 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Which is whack. My bad. Mm-hmm. These are texts that happen every year for me for my birthday. Every year when people text me. And I realize some of the reason why people don't do it, because certain people, you'll say something like that to acknowledge that you see that they've texted you. Oh. Very typical.
You know what? Fuck you.
Listen, because you have to realize that was my attempt at being your friend. But now that I see you keep scores of wrongdoings, that's not love. Let me go ahead and let you sit and talk to my inbox for the next 2 and 3 years of wishing me happy birthday, which is the only time I ever see a text from you. Suck my dick. Yeah. But just saying, if you're one of those people that happens to like ghosting or whatever, bro, confront it. Girl, confront it. Confront your shit, bro.
So let me own this real fact and say, I'm going to amend that. I said about ghosting, because I was being judgmental.
Okay.
The reason why I was being judgmental is because I used to do it. Therefore, my judge, this is real time, y'all.
There you go.
My judge was like, that shit was stupid. That shit was fucked up. Which I do feel like that.
Understand.
You know, especially now, knowing that, hey, just communicate. Regardless of whatever the reception is, nobody could ever accuse you of, you know, being malicious or being whatever because you communicated. But like you said, it is immature. It's a very immature thing to do, because when a person does that, they're not owning their shit. They're not confronting or, you know, a situation or a problem. They're running from whatever, you know, than having to face it and say, okay, here's why I'm, you know, not gonna deal with you, or here's why I'm not coming to your thing.
Right.
Like, or whatever. You know. And so I had to amend that, you know, because I was coming off very judgmental, and that's not what we do.
Right. And you know what? We hear that and we appreciate self-correction in real time. You know what? That's another thing that a lot of relationships can't withstand today.
Correction.
Oh,
yeah.
But all of this, I hope you realize everything we're talking about hits up against either fear or the ego itself.
Yes.
And the ego is a scaredy cat.
Yes.
The ego is a scaredy cat. Everything shakes him. Mm-hmm. Everything. Wait, you trying to go to school? Why you trying to go to school? Oh, nigga, you think you smart? Uppity ass nigga. You a old prissy ass nigga. Oh, you going to the gym? So what? We can't be big and lay around the house no more, nigga. You'll be back. You want to? This is all your ego talking. Scared of the change that you're about to make. Mm-hmm. Saying that because when you start to see how fear and how the ego can play you, my prayer is that you'll hope. My prayer and hope is that you'll see that the fear plus ego combination is exactly what's keeping you stagnant. Stagnant in your relationship with others, stagnant in your relationship with self, stagnant in your relationship with being a better parent, stagnant in your relationship with your weight loss journey, your weight gain journey, your fitness at all journey, your health and wellness journey, your recovery from an addiction journey, your reentry to mainstream society after being in quote unquote away at college or in corrections facilities. I don't care what your journey is. The ego and fear are not going to act as pieces of your friendship
right.
unto yourself. They are going to act like a judge or a roadblock.
Yeah.
A false roadblock, by the way, because that's what fear is. Fear is anticipating the pain. And the pain is life, but the anticipation of pain that has yet to come and you don't even know if it's real, that's fear. That's fear. And you can live in that heightened anxiety, fight, flight, or freeze type of space. Send yourself to an early grave if you want.
Yeah.
I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci. Hey, I saw that you hit me and I answered you in my head. And for the last month, I never got back to you. My bad. Is everything good with you though? That's Wyann.
Yeah.
You know what? I realized, us the other day. Baby, I realized that you was having a challenging day. And although I've been your rah-rah cheerleader all day, there was this one portion of the day where I realized I wasn't operating on a Billy like I usually like to. And I think that those actions may have caused you more hurt than help today. And I want to apologize for that. Did that not just happen a couple days ago?
It sure did. It sure did.
Hey, wait. No. So I don't seem like I'm all self-righteous. I didn't come up with that on my own. TJ had to make me aware that some words I used at a particular time in our day felt more hurtful than helpful. So it was correction on my part.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You didn't ask me to correct. You were stating you owned your feelings. You were being a friend to yourself.
Yeah.
You need to know that you will stick up for yourself even if it's against the woman that loves you.
Right.
Because I'm not perfect and I fuck up too. Right? And in that moment, TJ was like, hey, yo, I was having a hard day. And I got to be honest, babe, this part of the day that we engaged in didn't make it better. The words that you used at this point, that kind of didn't make none of the day better.
Right.
And I had to sit there. I listened back to myself. I said, dang it. I missed the mark. That's me. My apologies, babe. That's me. I apologize for that. And hopefully we can work together to help me be more helpful to you in times where things feel challenging. Yeah. I said something like that. I can't remember what exactly I said.
It definitely, it was an ownership. And then it was hey, how do, let me know. And I appreciated that because it was like, yeah, thank you. Like, and that was it. We talked about
That was it.
That was it.
That was it. We was kissing, loving, rubbing, and fucking. Right after that, it's not true at all, guys. He was in my car.
I was in the car.
And car sex is whack.
Well, the verdict is still out on that. I'm just playing.
I don't like him, by the way.
No, but that was one of those situations where, we're talking about friendship. That was a moment between two friends.
It was.
It
was.
To be able to, one, earlier in the day, hear what you were saying and totally agree with you. And at the same time, be like, yo, that ain't, what you were saying was correct.
Yeah.
I just wasn't trying to, what you were correcting wasn't what I brought to the table.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I missed the mark.
And it was like, it happens. But, we talked about that too. Like, it just, the whole thing about misunderstanding. And generally, folks, in every type of relationship, be it a romantic partnership, a life partnership like we got, a friendship like we got, or that we have with other friends,
Yeah.
misunderstandings happen
All the time.
all the time. But what helps to make those misunderstandings literally, or keep those misunderstandings as just molehills rather than make them mountains, is communication.
Yes.
You know, a communication, and not just, well, this is how you made me feel. Well, you made me feel like, you know, when you did blah 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 blah. That ain't got shit to do with what we talking about.
Another piece of immaturity in friendships and the way one communicates. When someone brings their truth, has the courage, mind you, to bring their truth to the table, the other person on defense, as opposed to listening, on defense, instead of being able to be a pillar for the person and have a adult listening conversation, shoots back something that they don't like that the other person did, because I don't like how it feels. What did your teacher say? Sit in the discomfort.
Oh yeah.
You sitting in that discomfort.
Yeah.
When it gets too uncomfy, I got to do something to make me feel better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the ego, once again, you already knew where that was from. Now he just got it. All right, it's late. He took a second to get it, but he got it. All right. Okay. We're back. No, but it's true. It's true. So but I'm saying, we want to make sure here at Raise It Up Why that all of these pieces of I was trying to go mature. It didn't work.
No,
it didn't work.
I was
okay,
with
my
you.
bad. Okay, I was trying. Okay. We wanted to make sure here at Raise It Up Why that we give you some tools as we're telling our story. I call myself extracting and breaking pieces out of this to give tools to you all about how to hopefully enhance the friendships in your life and the friendships with yourself in this life. And I think in this Get Raised, we kind of went through that and talked about it and gave y'all a couple ways where TJ and I became friends as we learned to love one another. Ladies, I hope you caught the jewels about not asking the what are we question. Gentlemen and ladies, I hope you caught the tools about not doing the ego stuff. Everyone, I hope you learned about the ego and fear being a deadly, non-friendly combination. Them niggas is friends, but they not your friends. Hello? And you know what? Going into Wyann's words of wisdom, I said something the other day when I was in a heated discussion, talking to TJ, but talking about something else that had happened. And it kind of, this Wyann's words of wisdom kind of gleans off of the negativity conversation I had at the end of last year on the pod in my Wyann's words of wisdom. We were talking about the negativity in your equation might be being brought by you. And in friendships, there are times when you might try to be the most loving and awesome and open individual to someone else. I'm saying friendship, but in Love Month, I hope you guys are extending this to relationships, intimate relationships and things as well. Sometimes we try to extend our love to folks who are emotionally unavailable. It's like trying to plant a seed in cement. And I know that we love to champion Pac's rose from concrete theory, but what we also didn't discuss is that if given the choice, no gardener would well with well gardening acumen, no gardener would seek to place seeds in concrete in order to grow. So sometimes the negative in your equation comes from you. I want to tell you in today's Wyann's words of wisdom that it costs you nothing, abso-fucking-lutely nothing actually. It costs you nothing to be either kind or quiet. It costs you nothing to be either kind or quiet. Some relationships, friendships especially, go sour because people, when their ego and when fear are at play, some people become defensive, or from that defense, they'll attack. We called the ego the little protector earlier, and I'm not off of that. If someone is protecting, police is meant to serve and to protect. Them niggas carry guns and use them disproportionately against black humans, but we're not going to talk about that. The thing is, if we have people who, when you seek to have honest dialogue that holds them or oneself accountable within the communication, if you're attempting to pour, we talked about the sweetness thing, if you're attempting to pour honey on a person who's decidedly going to feel like shit, it don't turn that pile of dung into a Popeye's biscuit just because you put honey on it.
No.
Hello? You can pour as much love and sweet on something or someone as you want. If they've decided that they're not going to be your friend, if they have decided they're not going to be a friend unto themselves, all of the ladies, I can change him, I want to be saved, all that saving bullshit, out the window. It's not happening. However, just because you recognize a relationship is gone sour or is going sour, even if you feel offended or feel the need to defend yourself within a relationship at some point, it still doesn't give you permission to be mean. It still doesn't give her permission to be sour. And this is where we get Wyann's words of wisdom for the day. It costs you nada, absolutely nothing, to either be kind, find a way to filter challenging emotions, challenging feelings, challenging thoughts, find a way to filter that in to kind messaging as to the best of your ability. Every day is going to be different. Or shut the fuck up as not to worsen something. And when I say not to worsen something by shutting the fuck up, I don't mean ghost. That's 100% immature. Still, what you can do is say, I see this message. I see and hear you. I literally don't even have the words to respond. That way, you've said something. You haven't been dishonest nor mean. And you've done your best. You confront the situation, but you're still kind. And when I say be quiet, the being quiet is I have no words. That's being quiet. But texting a response back is being accountable. In a relationship, you are not responsible for another person, but you are responsible to them. Or why the fuck are you in a relationship? And if ever, for all the islands out there, all of my ladies and gentlemen who might think or otherwise identified, individuals who listen to this podcast who might think, oh, you know what? Listen, I don't got to. I hear what she's saying, but I was brought into this world alone. I'm a die alone. You understand me? I'm an island. Can't no man judge me. It's I did it all by myself, self-made. For all of you, blessed souls. Every egg met a sperm to make a zygote to get your selfish ass here. My point is, your literal DNA is evidence of relationship. All of us are products of relationship. All of us live in relationship. We live in concert with ourselves. We live in concert with nature. We live in harmony with the flow of traffic if you're driving. It's all a relationship. And if you don't think so, without looking, next time you're on the 405 freeway, just get over. Don't look to see if anybody's in your blind spot. Don't wait to make sure no one's on the side of you. Just be your self-made island ass self. Right. And disregard the fact that you are in relationship with the fucking 1,000 other cars on that section of the highway. Just that section is probably 1,000 damn cars. I'm talking about the 405. Right? Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is, I don't care how much you attempt not to see that you live and dwell within relationship. You are always in relationship. And I really, really want to drive that home, even placing, you know what? I wanted to do this hip hop thing and some conversation that we had, go into Drake, was new LL and loveless relationship and hip hop and blah, 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 blah. Fuck all that. I'm going to go with what's in my gut. The other day, I'm leaving my house. I'm about to go south on Central Ave. All my West Coast folks, holler if you hear her. All right? I'm in my Lexus on a business call with my windows rolled up. A homeless man to the left of me is asking for change. A black man. Hey sister, hey sister. Hey sister, can you spare anything? I think you were on the phone.
I was on the phone.
Okay. But you were, it was business. We were talking about the show. We were talking about something. It wasn't just lovey-dovey time. We were talking about some fucking business.
Shit done.
Okay. So I'm listening to TJ in my car. Sister, can you help? Can you help? Da, 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 da. And I'm telling the gentleman, no, more so because I can't hear something important that you just said. You might have even been in a vulnerable time or something, like, whatever it was, whatever the fuck it was. What was going on in my car, this gentleman couldn't see. So when I'm saying, and you know, with hands free, you're literally coming through my speakers. So my hands are on my steering wheel, and I'm telling the gentleman, no, I'm so sorry. Like, I literally can't deal with you right now because I'm being present for my man. Yeah. And when I put my hand up and I say, no, I'm so sorry. No, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm on the phone. No, thank you. I think I said. Right. Fucking bitch. Then fuck you, bitch. The homeless gentleman hurling his less than savory words at my black Lexus. Yeah. I'm saying that because the optics look nuts. The optics are, oh, this girl in this expensive car can't even spare me some change. Right. The reality was, life was happening to me in my space. And I was taking care of what was my responsibility at the time. An outside force who could not see everything I was dealing with, but probably assessed me by the fact that maybe just the fact that I'm in a car and this gentleman is homeless. The fact that you wouldn't take pity on me and I'm over here homeless, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. And guess what? Homeless nigga. that same negative fuck you energy could be the very reason you're standing homeless on the corner. While my energy of being present with people who I love and people who love me and what matters might be the reason I'm sitting in my Lexus driving south on Central. What if life gave me and you exactly what we gave it? Mm-hmm. Is it fuck you bitch then? Because guess what? Fuck you bitch energy was in you whether I gave you change or not.
Right.
So whether you told it to me or to the Latina woman who could have been behind me, your negativity will keep you there. In that space, your ego not allowing you to grow, telling you that this spanging is the only way that I can make a living. Mind you, I used to work with the homeless population here in Los Angeles. Getting people off the streets is how we got paid. Mm-hmm. Getting people to come into our access center to utilize the resources we had there, whether it was bus tokens, whether it was hotel vouchers, whether it was sign up for GR, whether it was sign up for SSI, whether it was making sure that you had clothes for a job interview, hooking you up with a job interview, giving you a warm meal, clothes, underwear, socks, whatever the fuck we had. All that was how we got paid. Mm-hmm. All that gentleman had to do is go to us. You had to go where the love was. Go where the light is. But standing there mean and disrespectful on a corner doesn't make me pity you. Because you're not pitiful. I don't see pity when I see humans. I see people who hold all their own answers. And because I see people who hold all their own answers, I see people who are valuable. That's from you and me in 2018. We 5 years past all that. Come this year, right? Mm-hmm. That's how I see the world. That's what I see when I see someone. I look to help, to make people better all the time. Never do I look to take away or make worse any human being. If you don't see that when you see me, what you might be seeing, if you're looking at glasses, sometimes when you're in your glasses, sunglasses included, you can see a reflection of what's behind you or yourself. In your glasses, by the way. You can see you or what's in your own reflection. Baby, that ain't got shit to do with me. I created a whole shit called Luv Culture. Raise it up. Why? Not lower it down. Raise it up. Always looking to help people, but you're the one person in this life that Wyann has just said, you know what? I never want to see them win, and I'm going to talk crazy on that person. You know who I talk crazy on? MFTs. And that concludes the Wyann's word. My bad. Okay, no. But no, I talk crazy on people who I have actual reasons to talk crazy on. Or I don't. They might just be one of his exes or one of his old bitches. And I just feel like shooting my shot at them. Because click, click, pow. I got it like that. It's a podcast. Suck my dick. And so TJ is attempting to sign off. No, but
ghosting.
Yeah, exactly. He's about to ghost my ass. No. But I thank everybody for tuning in and for this Wyann's Words of Wisdom, because if you don't remember anything else from all of this talk, the reason I even brought up that last story and everything, the idea is you can be kind or you can be quiet. You know who I've seen get money at those little stop signs or anything like that? The Latino dude that get out there and juggle like a big bitch. The first time I saw that, I was like, yo, this nigga needs to be in Barnum and Bailey. Like, wait, what is he doing? And I didn't have it. I was like, hey. And I felt horrible because it was like all I had was change. Mm-hmm. Like, I made it, I didn't make it rain, but I made it like drizzle. I made it hail. I made it. Okay, so that concludes Wyann's words. Be kind or be quiet. Both are free and they will take you further in this life than not. Before I go. You like that? Go. Ooh, that's good. No, okay. My nails need to be done. Don't worry about that. Hallelujah.
Oh, I was about to hit you with this.
Oh, you raising the roof?
90s.
Uh-oh. Shaka, laka, shaka, boom. Shaka.
Oh, God.
Speaking of the 90s, sweetest thing I'd ever known. It's like a kiss on my collarbone. Is this the one I used today? Is that okay? Mm-hmm. It is. So, I did my hairs today. Shouts out to my hair lady, Hair by Quista, because without her, all this hair wouldn't be possible. Hallelujah. Also, my cousin it's not at my husband. At I Love the Dou, ILOVETHEDOUX. Maya Smith, my hair extraordinaire. All right, my MC, Master of Curl cousin. This B girl line, bro, is my shit. That's on period. All right, look at this. Ooh, well, everybody listening, you just heard me mess up. But the curly custard and stuff like that. What do you use on your when you do that? It's like a pomade.
Black Solutions.
Don't pub them on my part.
You asked.
Jesus.
It's like a curl, like some shit.
So he actually uses Crazy Sexy Curl right here. Talking about the 90s though. You get me?
Yeah, no, I'm into it.
If any of you don't know these references, Crazy Sexy Curl to Crazy Sexy Cool, or what a B-girl is, or the sweetest thing I ever known. Wait, this wasn't on the Miseducation. This song wasn't on the Miseducation.
It had to be. Where else would it have been? She only had like one solo album.
But this song wasn't on there, baby.
It was a sweet.
You can just look real quick. Sweetest thing I've known. I use this on my hair because I've been going from braids to dried styles to different stuff like that, and it's too fucking cold. Okay, let's talk about it. It's too cold to wear my hair in these curls and have it wet on my scalp. That's really what it is the wet. So what I did was I used this sweetest thing, okay? Not Swedish, hello, sweetest. The sweetest, boom bap like that. Hey, we got the sweetest thing in my hairs it is a curl conditioner, restores my hair and scalp hydration. Let's go. Beyond the cuticle layer to improve the texture, reduce the friction, and bring back, like Stella got it, elasticity and prevent breakage. I put this on as a hair mask. This is a hair mask, but I put this on as a hair mask. Not gonna lie, I did not get the whole 15 minutes in because I didn't have my watch in the shower. I never shower with it on, but I just didn't even bring it in the bathroom. So I totally forgot to see the time. But I know I did about 5 minutes. And my hair just feel good. Did you feel it? Okay, I'll let you feel it after. But yeah, my hair feels good. My hair feels good. It looks good? Oh, gee. I'm working out on my hair, guys. So I wasn't trying to go spend good money with Hair by Quista at HAIRBYQUISTA. Hair by Quista is my hair lady that does my hair like when I have to do like for real things. My podcast is a for real thing, low key, but not low key, high key. What am I saying? My podcast is a real thing.
So it was not on Miseducation.
Thank you.
But it was.
What was it on?
The soundtrack to Love Jones. Oh, that's what I knew it was something.
That's the 90s too, though.
97.
97. Miseducation is 98.
Yeah.
Sweetest Thing I've Known came out first.
Man.
Insane. Now that's the sweetest thing I've known. Yeah. Okay, thank you. At I Love the Dou, More Than You Knew. Thank you, my cousins, for your awesome hair products and this amazing branding. If you guys are watching and onlooking, this has been up the entire time, so y'all can love the Dou more than you knew too. All right. So also, LA Flex Training. The reason I didn't get my hair done by Hair by Quista is because who I call Prosecco, because I think of him like a great champagne or a drink. His name is Preseo Vega.
Yes.
Yes.
Vega.
This is one of TJ's homeboys who is a trainer and the creator of, CEO of LA Flex Training. Learn this no sooner. If you're an onlooker, you are getting all the benefits of this long drawn out pause. If you are a listener, just be hypnotized by the sultriness of my voice, Donka. So LA Flex Training is located off of Truxton and Manchester in Westchester? That's Westchester, no? This is literally just west of 1500 Sound Academy, right? So just if you're ever over there, it's like up the street. Ask to see Preseo. Let it be known that you are a love from Raise It Up Y. Tell them Wyann sent you, because this gentleman did an intake with me and did one with you as well. He did an intake. This is about me. Thank you, babe. He did an intake with me, and the closest thing I can tell you to what I experienced in that intake was it felt like when I used to provide therapy to individuals and was learning about them to get to get their backstory, to learn how to help them unlock their own answers that were in them and are in them. It was outstanding and amazing. And the workout, my baby's okay. The workout was extraordinary as well. I am still partway sore. Thank you, Prosecco. But I appreciate the care with which this gentleman has created his business. From physical therapy to personal training, which is what TJ and I are getting from him. I guarantee if you have fitness goals that you want to meet for sure this year, make sure that you visit at LA Flex Training all together on Instagram, and make sure again you DM them and let him know that Raise It Up Y sent you. RAISEITUPWY sent you over there. We're gonna shout out I am TJ Wilkins for singing so well in the beginning of this pod that he totally changed my energy. Like, I was like, that made me so reflecting. Reflecting? That's the feeling, huh? He made me I felt so reflective at especially the LA song. Yeah, that made me feel, I don't know, it made me feel different. And make sure that also right here, I want to plug TJ's show.
Yes.
That starts back up April 20.
April 20. Yeah.
But tickets go on sale.
Tickets go on sale on President's Day.
President's Day is?
February 20th, I think, this year. Right?
Okay, well, by the time this comes out, it will already be here. So make sure you visit at the numbers 44, the words Obama Musical all together on Instagram. And if you DM them, let them know that Raise It Up Y sent you. RAISEITUPWY, and the love say rockets up on these hoes. Also, because I have their merch on, Mount Westmore, let's shout them out. I know that Susie was here. Big Subwoofer is her favorite song. Free Game, I made reference to. They have a visual and a video for that and everything. Shouts out to E40, Too Short, Ice Cube, and Snoop Dogg. When you see all four, it's Mount Westmore. At Mount_Westmore. MOUNT_WESTMORE on Instagram and all platforms. We spoke about my chiropractor. Very health conscious. I just noticed everything. But yeah, very health conscious pay your dues that we're doing right now. Here we are at Playa Medical, PLAYA Look like Playa. Ow. Anyway, Playa Medical, Playa Medical. That is the new and improved facility of my chiropractor that doesn't only do chiropractics. They got your back like chiropractics. Hey, shouts out to Hip Hop and Andre 3 Stacks. Hold on, cause he told me the other things. They do stem cell regeneration, chiropractics, stem cell therapy, and trigger point injections. All natural stuff that goes into your body at 2:22 a.m. and makes you feel good. Not good, good. All right. Go there. DM, ask more questions. Let them know at Raise It Up Y RAISEITUPWY sent you. Last but never least, WyannVaughn.com, WYANNVAUGHN.com. Go there to just see all of the wacky stuff that I do. I call it wacky for some reason. Here we are. We're still here. Love Tuesdays is every Tuesday, 6:13 p.m. on the West. Make sure you're following the Raise It Up Y page, RAISEITUPWY. If I say that again, I'm going to strangle myself. On all social media platforms, especially Instagram, is where I'm most active. DM me, talk to me, I talk back. Ow. Live on AMP. The Love Lounge is on AMP. Luv Culture is alive and well there. AMP, AMP. Amazon Music Prime. It's its own app. Again, if you have any questions about where to find or how to get to any of these discussions called Love Lounge discussions, make sure that you hit us up on the Raise It Up Y Instagram, DM us, comment, do all that fun stuff. We'll make sure to get you where you need to go. We're on Clubhouse as well and Instagram Live. Y'all, I've been talking. Okay, I'm tired. Okay, I love you all. Y'all have been amazeballs. Please make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you have notifications on. Make sure you are listening to the music of I Am TJ Wilkins. It also features some Wyann. And just thank y'all for being here, for rocking with us. Be good friends to yourself and to one another. Never forget, stay real. Boo cat, ba doo down, down, down. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Raise it up,
yeah.
Raise it up, why? Raise it up, hey, raise it up, why? Raise it up, raise it up, why? Raise it up,
27.
why? Raise it up, why? Raise it up.